Hello everyone. So time is really flying very, very fast. And so fast that I cannot get time, to make more parts of this online workshop on time management for you people. But anyway, I did squeeze out some time. I did manage my time, and here I am with the 10th part of the online workshop on time management. So that means I have been successful in managing my time. Bravo, hurrah! And I want all of you to become successful time managers, and we can all manage time very, very well. Yes, it has wings. Yes, it flies, but we are the pilots. We are the drivers of our time. We are the pilots of the time that we have in our hands. So, before we start talking more about time management and how should we go about it, how should we do it, and what priorities should we set, things of the sort, please like, share, subscribe to the channel, become a part of my YouTube family. Yes, all of you who have subscribed to my channel and who are going to subscribe to my channel, who are listening to me, are part of my YouTube family. And together we are going to go on this journey of knowledge, wisdom, positivity, practicality, and because of that, power. And we are going to make each other stronger. Okay, so subscribe first of all, and then let's discuss time management. So, my dear friends, what do you think? How many hours there are in a day? How much time is there in 24 hours? Can you tell me? Well, you think there's something wrong with me. Maybe I put up a wrong question. Maybe I have not phrased it well, or maybe I have been absent-minded to say all these things. No, this is not so. Well. Actually, there can be more time in 24 hours for a single person. Because a person who is controlling time, taking control of his time, is managing time properly and is taking the best out of the available 24 hours in a clock time, 24 hours in a day. Yes, mental time can be 240 hours in a day. It can be 10 times more than the clock time. It can be 5 times more, it can be 8 times more, it can be 2 times more, say. It can be 48 hours in 24 hours for a person, the mental time. How? Because a person who is managing his or her time well is multitasking, is getting the best value out of the available clock time, 24 hours available clock time, is the person who is taking control of time and taking control of his life in that way. Okay? So that's why I'm saying mental time is different, clock time is different. Anybody who takes control of the mental time, of his thoughts, of his priorities, of his plans in his mind, of his times, the work speed that he has, mental work speed that he has, he takes control of that, and he is taking control of his life, and he is taking control of time. So that's why time is priorities. There always is time with us. It's not that we don't have time. We always have time. We just have to squeeze it out. We have to set our priorities, and we have to work accordingly. And when we do that, what do we get? We get rewards from life. We get rewards from time. And those rewards from time are actually rewards from life. So we should manage our time very, very wisely in a very good manner. We should not be wasting it at all, and we should be multitasking as well. We should be working in a manner where where time pays off to us in its best possible value. And if we do that, what happens? We become happy people, because life gives us good results, and that makes us happy. So, my friends, I will say that we should all take control of our time. You with me, together, all of us as a family here, as a family of Life Themes with Faria Habib, should manage our time very, very well. Now, let's see. I have put in an image here for you people, and on the image there are two circles in which both the circles have been divided differently, and different time slots have been given to different things. It's one circle is defining a day, a full day of 24 hours. Now, how I normally spend my day, for normal people, this is how the day is spent. Half the day is gone in work. 1/4 of the day is boring, not doing anything, lethargic, lazy. Some 10%, probably 15% of the time is fun, and the rest is sleep. This is how the time is divided for a normal person. And this happens actually. 1/4 of the day goes waste. We are bored. I feel so bored. There's nothing to do in life. I want to go somewhere. I want to shop. I want to cook. I want to relax. Why? Why are you getting so bored? You're not managing your time properly. You're not getting the most out of your time. Because if you were, you won't have time to get bored. That's so true, It happens, with everybody, and it happens with me also. You're feeling bored, now you want to do something. So, and seriously, what happens with me? When I'm feeling bored, I feel mentally compelled to start doing something. Because when I'm doing something, that feeling of boredom, it's killed. Seriously, it happens. Try it. And that's why then I want to do something. What will happen? My time will be managed well, and I will not be bored. So, how I spend my day should be, controlled by us. If half of my day is spent in work, how do I work? Does that work really give results? Do I give all my positive energies to my work time? Am I as productive as I should be? All these questions are very, very important, because if you're doing all that properly, that means you're taking control of your time. And taking control of your time means you're taking control of your life. So important. So very, very important, That's why it's so important to take control of your work life as well, of the way you work as well, of the way you multitask, of the way you delegate, of the way you get the maximum out of the work hours that you spend in a day. So it's very important. It should be quality work by you, and you will get quality results. Promise. You will get quality results. Now, to put you in a lighter streak, how I wish I'd spend my day. Work 10 to 15%, and 50% fun, and 30 to 35% sleep. Okay, and the day is gone. I wish I'd spend my day that way. Everybody wishes to spend their days that way, We all want to have fun, we all want to sleep, and we all don't want to work very hard. So this is something um, again, that happens with most of us. Yes, some of us are workaholics, but I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about normal people like us, and it happens. So, well, it's in the lighter streak, but we are talking about serious things. We are talking about managing our time well. We are talking about setting our priorities and making the most out of the 24 hours that we have at our hands. Well, I'll give you a simple example. Think about a child who goes to school and who has class fellows the same age as that child is, and one in the same class, the one child is topping the class, the other child is failing, although they have been given the same amount of time, they have been given the same kind of teachers, the same kind of classes, lectures, the same kind of attention. Everything was the same. All the variables were the same. But their performances, why? What happened to their performances? One child failed, the other child topped, and there are so many in between the two as well. So what happens? Why such variation in the results of those children? Because the one who tops the class is making the most of his time. He is concentrating while he is studying. Well, I'll give you my own example. Well, I'm not boasting. Don't take it as that. But yes, I was always a very good student. And I went to the libraries and I sucked the dust out of the books. So did people say about me. I read all the libraries, I did. But at the same time, I did not give so much time to studying. Well, I never studied while I was in college. I took lectures, but besides that, I did not go and sit in the library and study. I spent my free time with my friends. I spent my free time eating and chatting. Okay? Then at home also, I used to watch TV and I used to watch matches, cricket matches as well, and everything, And at the same time, I used to give my exams also, take my exams also, and I used to stand out also. I used to top also. How? Because whatever, I never, studied late into the night. I studied only during the day. I never stayed up late in the night. I slept at night. So the thing was, whenever I was studying with full concentration. And that was how I was making the most out of my time. I was concentrating. And with concentration, I studied with concentration. I absorbed everything that was there in the book. And if anybody studies without concentration, he does not absorb 20%, or say 50% at most. He will absorb, 50% will be gone. So that's why, making the most out of your time is important. Your mental time should be more than the clock time. That's how it should be. I think all of you agree with me. And with that note, we move on. And look at Garfield here. He's seeming so active, he's looking so active, all ready for judo karate. And there is a flying kick coming from him. Well, underneath the image is written, getting enough sleep helps you do your best in whatever you do. This is so true. Because if you are not getting enough sleep, if you're not getting enough rest, then you don't become fresh enough to do anything you do in a good manner. So that's why resting and sleeping is very important. Well, man has been made that way. Man's machinery has been made that way. And we have been given day and night. Night to sleep, day to work. And that's why we need to sleep, we need to rest. And if we give ourselves good amount of rest, required amount of sleep, required amount of rest, then what happens? It shows up in our work. It shows up in our performance. We work better. We work well if we have slept well and if we are fresh enough. Okay, our mind is fresh, our thoughts are fresh, we are able to tackle things much more easily, and we are not feeling lazy, lethargic. That is out of our day life, and that's why then we are able to work better and we are able to get the most out of our time. That's why I totally agree with the thought given here, and I think Garfield has slept very well and he has become so active after getting up. That's why. So it's important, sleeping is important, keeping our sleep pattern is important, and taking a hold of our time is important that way. And why should we not take hold of it? It's our time, we are its drivers, we are the pilots of our time, so we should take control of it. We will take control of it. And here we are into the third activity of this workshop on time management. Again, just like the first two activities, I'm not with you physically, and you are not, nobody is looking at you. I'm not looking at you. I'm not looking at your papers. You have to take out your papers and pens, and you have to do this activity yourselves. You have to be honest to yourself, and that I believe all of you will be. So there's a quiz that I'm going to ask you, and you're going to jot down the answers of all those questions. Okay, and my first question is for you is, what was your age 5 years ago? Well, you have to minus 5 years from your present age. Okay, what did you look like at that time 5 years ago? What was your appearance? How did you look? Well, go through some of your old pictures and see what did you look like 5 years ago. Has time changed you? Or what has happened? Just answer that. Write it down. Okay? Recall it. 5 years. A time span of 5 years has passed, gone by. Any effects or no effects? What did you do then at that time 5 years ago? What did you do? What were you doing? What are you doing now? At that time, what were you doing? That's a very important question. Has anything changed in these 5 years? Or has it remained the same? Are you doing what you were doing at that time, or has anything changed? Have you achieved anything in this time, 5 years span? Do you stand professionally or personally at the same point where you did in the past 5 years? Well, now think, how quickly do you think has time passed? How quickly these 5 years have elapsed? Do you think it has passed very quickly? Well, you write it down. And when I think about myself, how did I look 5 years ago? How do I look now? What did I do then? And what do I do now? And has anything changed in these 5 years? Have I changed in these 5 years? Have I achieved something in these 5 years? There are many changes that I find in my life. Time has elapsed, gone by very, very quickly. I have some achievements that I did not have 5 years ago. I'm a different person. I have a different life. So, yes, I think in all of your lives, things must have changed. Just imagine. Just think about it. Recall your life. And think about it. It's such a nice feeling thinking about your life, and you become all of a sudden, I become thankful for everything that I have been blessed with in these 5 years. Don't you? Well, all of a sudden I'm feeling thankful when I'm thinking about it. And it happens in our lives. Time has many bad episodes to show to us, but it has many good ones as well. And those good ones matter. They matter a lot. Just think about it. And now this activity does not finish here. You keep your pens and papers with you. Keep your thoughts active. And let's see what I ask you next. So we have talked about the past 5 years. Now I put you this question. What about the next 5 years? How will we look? How will you look individually? I'm asking you all. How will you look in next 5 years? Will you be changed? Will you look the same? What will you be doing then? Will you be doing what you are doing now? Or will it be something different? Will there be changes coming into your life by that time? Many things would have changed. What are your wishes? What do you want to achieve in these coming 5 years? Think about that. And it's such a strange feeling. When I'm talking to you, I'm thinking about myself and my life in the next 5 years. And it's amazing the feeling that I'm getting. What do you want from next 5 years? Will things be the same? Will I be the same? Will I start looking different? I'll be older. First of all. So things will be changed. Many things will be changed. See, if I talk to you now, it just came to my mind about the past 5 years. 5 years ago, or even 3 years ago, believe me, when somebody sent an email to me, I would open it, read it, and reply back. Now, if somebody sends an email to me, it doesn't hold the same importance. Maybe I'll never open it. This is how people are changing, things are changing. Although that is part of the same technology that we have still in our hands, in our mobile phones, everywhere, in our laptops, everywhere around us. But that part of technology is becoming redundant. Big world leaders, they are commuting through Twitter these days. And we're talking about WhatsApp. We are sharing important documents on WhatsApp. We have business accounts on WhatsApp. So things are changing, really. It amazes me how in just 3 years, 4 years, things have changed. Talking about technology at this time. So, do you think it will remain the same in the next 5 years? Will there be changes? More changes coming into our lives? And then, will you be the same? No. Any successful person has to change with time, has to change with changing technology. And this will happen with all of us. And really, I want all of you to be with me in the next 5 years as well as a family of my channel. And together, we will learn more, we will achieve more, we will have more power with knowledge and wisdom and positivity and practicality. Seriously, at least this can happen. But you just never know. 5 years is a long time. Let's see. You think about it now. I'm digressing a lot, I think. You think about it. Think about everything that I have asked you. And then think, do you think time will pass very, very quickly in the next 5 years? Or will it be slow? Will it go at a snail's pace? So what do you think? Tell me about all your thoughts, or tell yourself about all your thoughts. And with this food for thought, I will end up this time management, part 10 of time management online workshop. And do something for me as well. Take a second of your time and subscribe to my channel. Become a part of my family. Become a part of the family of life themes with Faria Habib. Okay, and together we will move on in the next 5 years as well, and together we will brave out time and take control of time. Take care of yourselves, take care of the people around you. Stay happy, stay blessed. Cheers.